Good afternoon and welcome to this installment of the Employee Baltimore Show. A little technical difficulty, but thank you for joining us today. And we have another exciting episode in store for you with some great people that are doing community work in the community, as well as some resource information. And as always, we have a real live employer here with some employment opportunities in the security field. But before we get to that, y'all know what's going on downtown. It's been happening all week. The CIAA has hit Baltimore, and I've been getting pictures and all kinds of things from my loved ones who's going downtown, checking out the CIAA. A lot of pictures from inside the arena at some of the games, and today they're having a job fair. So if you haven't yet had an opportunity, I want to encourage you to get downtown and to participate in the activities. I know. I'm supposed to show and improve my volunteer work, but my grandmother got hospitalized and it kind of pulled me out of the mix. So I wasn't able to be there for that. But if you haven't had an opportunity, get downtown. I want to know from everybody right now, get in the comments who's going down to the CIAA to check out a lot of the good stuff that's happening down there. The other thing that I'm going to need for you to do is I'm going to need for you to like, love, and share this broadcast. We need to get as many people on here as we can to talk about the great work that's as we talk about the great work that's happening in Baltimore, along with the great opportunities. And we got to get these numbers up. I'm gonna share when I get a chance. All right. With that being said, our people poll question of the day: who is going down to the CIAA? If you already been, we want you to get into the comment section. Make sure you put your likes, your thumbs up, get your hearts in there, all of that. And let us know who you going down there to see. I know my cousin Marvin, he's a big Shaw University alumni. He represents his school. They were down there. He went down to check them out. My uncle Suni has been down. I wanted to be able to catch some games, but I wasn't able to do so. But if you plan on attending, we want you to get down there and represent Baltimore. Make them know bringing it from Charlotte to here was definitely the right move. All right. In that same way, I got a couple of opportunities that I want to tell you about. We got some big time stuff happening. We working with a company called Maryland Environmental Services, and they are looking for water and wastewater technicians. The starting salary for this opportunity is $30 an hour. That's right, it's real. $30 an hour. So make sure that you hit C Cannon at oedworks.com or W Dansbury at oedworks.com. We'll get them up on the screen for you with your resume if you're interested in that opportunity. All right, Edna Phillips says she's going to be attending. Edna, make sure you share the broadcast and tag somebody and all of that sort of thing so we can get some more people on here. All right. Likewise, we are working with another company called Emerge. Emerge hit me up. They do the residential care kind of thing. They have 10 supervisor positions that they're working exclusively with us to fill, starting at about $52,000 a year. That's right, about 26, $27 an hour if you prefer to hear it that way. But we're working with them to get these positions filled. You can email me at mmckinstry at oedworks.com with your resume if you're interested in that opportunity. Keep checking my personal Facebook page because you will see it up on there later today. There were some hiring events happening. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, if you are not connected to the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, and if you are 18 to 24 years old, not connected to the Yo Baltimore, y'all see the brand. Oh, wrong shoulder. Y'all see the brand. Mayor's Office of Employment Development. The logo is about to change. And the Youth Opportunity Center, the logo is about to change. Yesterday, we were down at the Yo Center, and one of the employers that you saw on the show, Marketing Made Easy for You, hired a few of our young people right on the spot. Like, listen, in businesses, employers are trying to get the people that they need because the pandemic, that's right, I said pandemic, created a lot of growth opportunities for growth oriented businesses. So if you're in the Baltimore area and you're looking for employment, nothing's changed. Our centers are fully open. Yesterday, there was a hiring event at the Northwest Career Center with Amazon. We had marketing made easy down Yo Baltimore. Today, that there was one involving the staff of the East Side. Listen, y'all, it's happening all over the city. So Get into those locations. Again, the Northwest Career Center is on the third floor of Mondawmin Mall, across the street from the child support off, across the hall from the child support office. We've been there longer, but everybody say, "Oh, that's y'all up there across from child support." Yes, that's our office. Then we have our Westside Youth Opportunity Center that works with 18 to 24-year-old Baltimore City residents. That is at 1510 West Lafayette Avenue. Brand new center manager down there, Mr. Tavon Thomas, who is a Sandtown born and raised guy himself. So go down there. Great service is happening. We also have our Employment Connection Center that's down in South Baltimore. Our Employment Connection Center works specifically with what's called our, oh, I forgot, it's the South Baltimore Employment Connection Center. All right. They work directly with those businesses down there in what's called the CIA, the Casino Impact Area. And they're doing great work with all of those factories, warehouses, and all of those South Baltimore businesses that are down there. We also have our community job hubs. One at My Brother's Keeper on Frederick Avenue, one at Fulton Avenue, which is the Boston Coors Community Job Center, one on York Road, which is Govans, and they are hubs that are in your community to offer you those opportunities where they can be maybe a little more accessible if you can't get to one of our locations, one of our other locations. Then we have our premier American Job Center, which is the East Side Career Center, located on East Madison Avenue. Listen, y'all, it's happening. Like when I tell you it is happening over there, that's right at Madison, a block over from Edison Highway. Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. The relationships, well, let me say the reputation of the Mayor's Office of Employment Development is preceding us. We have stuff that's going out ahead of us. Businesses are contacting us. We have a citywide job fair for all city employment opportunities that's going to be coming up in the very near future. The dates are on the calendar for the sessions. I believe it's the 28th, the 1st, and the 2nd, but we'll get it posted for you to be able to see. Major, major things. These are your DPW jobs, your city agency opportunities that you've been looking for. The door is open, and we're standing there ready to welcome you into new opportunity. So make sure you go to one of those centers that I named. We also have our amazing workforce reception center, but you can't walk in there. You have to be referred through the Department of Social Services. All right, y'all. With that being said, I have said a lot already. I have said a whole lot already, but there's still so much yet to cover. And I want to bring on one of my favorite people in Baltimore. This amazing, amazing, amazing young lady has been doing great work in the Park Heights community, really all over Baltimore. She rolls up her sleeves. And the thing I love about her more than anything is her consistency in this work. We've had some people that have kind of responded to situations and spaces and places, but the Catherine's Family Services is a program that has gone way outside of their box. She's going to tell us a lot more about it. I want to welcome to the screen Miss Valerie Matthews. Valerie, thank you for taking some time out to be with us today.
Good afternoon. Thank you for that introduction. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here and to share the great work that we're doing at Catherine's Family and Youth Services. As you mentioned, we are actually coming up on our 7th anniversary. We'll be turning 7 next month. Um, and it's a big deal. We are super excited about the impact that has been happening in Park Heights and the surrounding area. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Primarily, we work in Park Heights, but we pretty much help anyone that is in need. Our golden rule is Catherine's door is always open. So we work with low to no income and homeless families, disadvantaged and troubled youth. We serve the LGBT community. We work with our seniors, and we also work with our oh, my apologies. We also work with our young people. We offer a free after-school program. We offer free summer programs for youth. We also serve as a youth work site for young people ages 14 to 21. And in addition to those programs, we also offer our free weekly food pantry and diaper giveaway that we hold at 2406 Loyola Northway, Baltimore, Maryland. We give away non-perishables, fresh groceries, free diapers, baby items, anything baby. We typically have those items in stock, even formula and wipes. We also have clothing that we make those items available. We assist families with connecting them to resources, whether they need employment, utility assistance, PRP services, therapy, whatever the need is of the family unit. We are able to support them throughout. Whatever challenges they need to maneuver through. It's been rough throughout the pandemic, and we have literally up the ante during this time. Initially, before the pandemic, we were only doing youth programming. We were working with a group of about 25 kids, and next thing you know, the pandemic hit, and we it was like tag you're it, and it was a need. There was a need for food. Folks needed food. Folks needed resources. Folks needed support, and we stood in a gap, and we have been, providing weekly food distribution since the pandemic hit. We went from serving probably anywhere from 700 to 800 people a week in partnership with the World Central Kitchen. So thank you to them and Grace Fellowship Church for partnering with us during the pandemic so that we were able to put food on folks' tables. We do have some events coming up. I'm not sure if you guys can share our flyer, but I will post it in the comments on this page if you guys can allow that, so that you guys can follow us also at Catherine's Family and Youth Services on Facebook and on Instagram at CFYSINC for all our upcoming events. You can also visit our website if you would like to volunteer. We're always looking for awesome volunteers to serve with us during the week. The schedule is also listed on our website. You can register there. And we are doing a big giveaway next Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. That flyer will be released this weekend. So please be sure to check our social media for those updates. I think I pretty much covered
Yeah,
everything.
you a walking commercial. This is an interview based show. I was supposed to be talking to you, but I ain't want to. Listen, I am definitely impressed. You are a walking commercial. I wasn't gonna cut you off. We're a little informal around here, because the idea is that people get the information. But my goodness, listen, I ain't a bit mad at you.
Okay, so let me back up. You asked the questions.
I don't have no questions left to ask. You covered so much. Um, how can people how can people connect with you? Give us that one more time. That way we can know that if anybody has heard the amazing things that you guys are doing, and also tell us if you actually take donations towards the great work that you're doing.
Oh, Oh, yes, yes, yes. Donations can be dropped off Monday through Wednesday. Anytime between 12 and 6 p.m. I'm normally there. If we're accepting baby clothes, adult clothes, must be clean and very, very gently used. We're also accepting non-perishables, household toiletries for our pantry, and we're located at 2406 Loyola Northway in the Green Spring Overlook Apartments, and we're in Zone 15, of course. And you guys can follow me on Facebook at Valerie Matthews. You can also follow us at Catherine's Family and Youth Services on Facebook, and visit our website, www.catherinesfamilyandyouthservices.org.
I ain't mad at her. She is a dear friend, y'all, and that's just how she flows. She puts her head down and gets to the work. I've had the pleasure of being able to serve in the community with you, and I do want to say, Valerie, thank you for joining us today. You are an amazing, amazing person, and your contribution to Baltimore in the one
Thank
five
you.
is one that is definitely needed. It's relevant, and you guys are doing an amazing work over there. We going I think we eventually we I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Katanya, but eventually I'm gonna come to some of this stuff, get some footage and all that sort of thing, and be able to come back and share it. But thank you so much for being
Oh,
with us today. Are you checking out the CIAA or have you already been?
actually, my kids have been invited to either. I think we're either going to the step show or the game this weekend. So we are definitely Catherine's Family and Youth Services will be in the building for CIAA this weekend.
That's right. That's right. We got to make sure that we get it in there, y'all. We got to make sure we get it in. And I pray blessings upon your program. That God will continue to
Thank
give you
you.
seven more and seven more and seven more. Y'all know that's the number of completion. And I pray that there's been a cycle of good that's
Amen.
been completed and a whole nother cycle of great that is yet to come. Thank you for joining us today. I'm gonna have to interview you again because you're gonna have to sit down and let me actually interview you next time.
Okay, yes, sir. You got it. Thank you so much. I receive all of those blessings. Thank you to everybody that's watching. I saw a few comments. Thank you all so much for your support. And thank you, Marvin, for your leadership in the community. It's so greatly
Thank you
appreciated. Thank
so
you,
much. That's
guys.
one thing I can say. Baltimore has led the way in coming together and collaboration. Like people came out of their silos during the pandemic, and some amazing relationships have been built that continue to be a blessing in our community. It is just awesome to be able to talk to somebody who is so committed to the work. And when I say she's committed, one of my team members, Miss Cortez Cannon, I actually worked at Catherine's Family Youth Services before coming to us. So I got a little bit more insight beyond the partnership that I've done with Catherine's Families and Youth Services. And I'm telling you, y'all, they are about a good work. Remember, the donations they said they accept baby clothes, adult clothes, non-perishable non-perishable items, toiletries for the pantry. If listen, this is what I always tell people. It ain't always about cleaning out your closet. It ain't always about cleaning out your closet. Sometimes it's about when you in Walmart or the dollar store and you getting that toilet paper for yourself, grab a little extra and drop it off at Catherine's Families and Youth Services. When you getting that soap, get a little extra and drop it off at Catherine Family and Youth Services. They are definitely about a great work. All right, y'all, we're gonna shift right now and we're gonna talk about what many people come here to hear, and that's about this employment opportunity. And we're gonna be talking to M4 Security today. Y'all know security is one of those things that I'm passionate about. It's actually something that was actually a part of my early work experience, and I was blessed to be a co-owner of a security company. But today we ain't here to talk about me. We here to talk to Mr. Stephen Handy of M4 Security about the opportunities that are available with M4. What's going on, Steve?
Hey, what's going on?
Man, I'm excited to have you on here, man. Listen, this show is causing a lot of people to get connected to opportunities, and I know you have some available. So I want to jump right to it. Tell us a little bit about M4 Security and about yourself.
Let me start by saying I'm a proud HBCU graduate
All right,
of
all
Virginia
right.
State University, and I will be attending the CIAA tournament. Um, I've worked for 5 years for M4 Security as a certified armed guard, and our vision is to provide security guards and security guard training for various roles that are available for young people in the city. My role right now with M4 Security is as an armed security guard. I do a variety of different types of security. I provide executive security. I provide investigations security, and we also do security at various clubs and various buildings within the city.
That's awesome. When we talk about security, there's a lot of certifications and things that people need. Does your agency offer certifications? Which one do they offer? And is it any training related?
Yes, we provide HQL certified training, which is a handgun qualification license that you need to have prior to becoming an armed guard. We also provide armed guard certifications, and we also provide investigator certifications as well.
That's awesome. That's a major, major, major deal. When somebody comes to M4, what can they expect in the sense of opportunities? How many positions do you have available? Are there armed positions for a person that, or armed positions as well as unarmed positions available right now?
Yes, we are always hiring at M4 Security. We have both armed and unarmed positions available. Um, um, we have a variety of positions available at various locations throughout the city. Uh, is there anything else that you needed to know with regards to any of the other information you were asking about?
Yeah, just if you said you had both armed and unarmed, what's the starting pay for your unarmed division and your armed division?
Well, they all start. The jobs are start between $14 and $16 an hour.
14 and 16 an hour. That's
Yes.
awesome because we know here in Baltimore we've had to do some advocacy around economic justice. So I always get excited when we see an employer who is making sure that you're setting the bar above minimum wage. Does a person receive benefits when they work with you guys?
Yes, they do receive benefits with working with M4 Security. We have a dental and benefits package available for all employees seeking employment with M4 Security.
That's awesome. So when it comes down to a person that's coming in off the street, can you give a little bit of an explanation to how that process works for somebody? I'm coming in, I don't have any certifications, but I'm serious about working and I want to grow with the company. Because a lot of people always think that they can't apply because they don't already have a guard card. Can you talk to our viewers about how that works?
Well, let me start by saying that when you're doing security work, a lot of people think that you have to have a squeaky clean record. You do have to have a somewhat clean record, but what we do at M4 Security is we also help people to we assist people to get their records expunged so that they can obtain employment.
Wow.
Um,
Now that's new. And I've been
yeah,
around security for a long time, but that is new.
yeah, because there are different levels with regards to when you're doing security, different levels that you can work at depending upon if you have any discrepancies on your record. That's why we have both armed and unarmed positions available.
Awesome. Awesome. So when I come in and I come in and the unarmed not armed opportunity is what I'm recruited for, is there a timeline or time period before I'm eligible to enter into the training or certification process to possibly become armed? How does that work?
Oh, you can come right in. You can hit the ground running and come right in. And first of all, like I said earlier, you have to get your HQL certification first, which we do provide training for, and then you will have to get your armed guard certification. So you can come and hit the floor running. We have various resources to assist any and all people who are very interested in doing armed guard security.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome because I know sometimes there have been issues with people who have wanted to get into the armed area, but you guys seem to be bridging the gap and putting it all together for people. Thank you for coming on with us today. How can a person reach you, or if you had any final thoughts for anybody that's interested in M4, what would you say to them right now?
I would say for anyone who is very interested in doing any kind of armed guard work, to check with M4 Security because we are here to assist the Baltimore community to get employed. And we will do everything and anything to assist you to, move forward, to get employment.
Yeah, because and my brain calculating through that period in which they're trying to certify a guard card is a great time to enter the expungement process because they can kind of mirror each other time wise. Man, that is innovative. That's the kind of stuff that we need to see from businesses in Baltimore, especially where we know that there are certain groups of people who have been unjustly run through the justice system and normally have doors slammed in their face, man. That is just amazing that you guys are doing that. One last question: is there an age requirement? Is it 18 and older, 21 and older? Do you guys have an age requirement for people who are interested in your positions?
The age requirement is 18 and older in order to be able to carry a handgun.
Okay, but the unarmed positions they can be 18 and over.
Yes, 18. Yeah, unarmed positions are 18 and older. And also I wanted to give a shout out to to Miss Joy Brown and to the mayor's office for recognizing our company as one of the top Black-owned companies providing services to the Baltimore community.
That's awesome, man. Listen. I'm grateful that we have a company like M4 in the community because you guys have definitely gone above and beyond. Like I said, I've been in and around security for a long time, and I've never saw where a company has put that component in place to help people get their expungements. Man, that opens the door for so many people who would, make great employees in the security field, but have possibly had past encounters that they were never convicted of because we know how the state police do.
Yes,
When the
absolutely,
state police will
absolutely.
look at those arrests and tell you can't get the
Yeah.
job.
Yes, we recognize that during your lifetime, people are going to have some indiscretions. I mean that's all a part of life, and but that doesn't mean that you're not employable. And I just want everybody to know that no matter what's going on in your life, we're here to assist the community, and anything that we can do, we will work with you to resolve any issues that you may find as a challenge to be able to get employment.
Steve, this has been such a breath of fresh air, man. I'm so excited. I definitely need to get in touch with Joy because I know that there's some great work we can do at our young adult center with M4, and I'm going to go through Joy because that relationship is already solid. But thank you for joining us on the
Oh,
Employed Baltimore show
well,
today.
there's one more thing I need to add.
Uh huh.
Also,
No problem.
feel free. People can feel free to come to M4 Security just to get more education on some of the legal issues that revolve around owning a firearm. A lot of people think that because of the way that our community has been taught about firearms is that there are something that is something that is bad in the community. I'm originally a Philadelphia native, and I was raised in a family
We
of.
forgive you for that. We still love you.
Yeah, I apologize. But I was raised in a family in a household where everybody had a firearm. Just from my grandfather to my father to even some of the females in my family, and we need to bridge the gap between our understanding of what a firearm is for, because this is essentially a tool for work. And that's the way I think that more people need to look at that sort of situation. It's not, unfortunately, when we speak about guns, it's usually people of color on the wrong side of the law with that sort of situation. But when in actuality, this is it's something that you need to be educated on, and the proper usage of it, especially in the state of Maryland, because there are a lot of laws surrounding the ability to be able to carry a firearm in the state of Maryland. There are very serious issues surrounding that sort of situation, and the community needs to be educated on that, because just because you have to carry a firearm doesn't necessarily mean that anything is wrong with that. Some people have
Yeah,
some.
I'm a licensed firearm carrier, wear and carry, not just the HQL owner. And I agree. I started introducing my sons to firearms really, really young, so that there would be an appreciation because they are so stigmatized. And whether even if it's just recreational use, some people don't know that when you get to range practice, and I've done some outdoor range stuff, it can be just a good time without just kind of the stigma that hangs around it. So I'm so glad that you said that today. And again, y'all, you can go to M4 Security to get some more education and information around it. Steve, I want to thank you for being with us today. This has been really refreshing, really enlightening as well, because like I said, you guys have shifted the goalposts as you are assisting people who would make great candidates with the expungement process, so that they're able to get into the security field and destigmatizing a lot of things around uniform security as well as firearm ownership and possession. Thank you so
Yes.
much, man, for the great work that you guys are doing in our community. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna reach out to Joy, but I'm excited to get you connected to some more of our job seekers.
Oh, let me provide some the contact information for everyone. You can find us on the internet at m4security.us, which that means us, because we're here to help all of us You can also reach me directly at 443-210-5193. Again, that's 443-210-5193.
All right, y'all. There you have it. Mr. Steve Handy and M4 Security, opportunity awaiting for you, but going well above and beyond, providing some much needed services in the city of Baltimore to ensure that people can become employed. These are the kind of partnerships that we have at the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, and it's been great to talk to you today, Steve. I hope that we can get you on again, and I'm certain that we're going to be doing some amazing things to continue to get people connected to employment.
Most definitely. And thank you for having me.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. We'll see you again soon.
Okay, now. Take care.
All right, have a good one. All right, y'all. Listen. The game is changing in Baltimore, one employer at a time. I tell people all the time, we did not get legislation to shift the minimum wage to $15 an hour, but the partnerships that the Mayor's Office of Employment Development have with many businesses pretty much has shifted the paradigm as it pertains to low wages here in Baltimore, right? So we have done advocacy around wage increase. And because of that, we have amazing partnerships with people like Steve Handy and M4 Security, who traditionally in the security business have come in at minimum wage, but are now well above minimum wage, around that $15 an hour mark that we know is a family sustainable wage. So listen, we need to make sure when we hear about these opportunities that we are getting people to connect with these opportunities. All you have to do is email jbrown at oedworks.com. I'm going to say that again. Or is it JC Brown, Kataya? I think it's JC Brown at oedworks.com. That's Miss Joy Brown, who is the person that is the primary contact with M4 Security. Joy is amazing. She literally lives out her name, always happy and excited, and has been doing this great work of assisting people with employment opportunities for a long time. She's one of the people that trained me. A lot of people know my name and don't know the name Joy Brown, but I learned a lot from Joy because Joy is one of the best to ever do this work, and she does it with the real heart to be able to assist people. So, last but certainly not least, I'm about to bring a brother to the stage that is like a brother to me. We have done so much work on so many different levels together, whether it's the We Are Us Men's movement, whether it's working with his lodge and the Masons, whether it's him coming to work with my mentor program, opening up his businesses for me to be able to bring the young people that are part of my mentor programs. And I truly have walked the streets of Baltimore in the dead of night with this man to make sure we can take opportunity to people. He is the founder of the Emily Wall Foundation, who is doing great work in the 21215. I think we kind of found an unspoken theme today, Katanya, with this 21215 thing. But I'm talking about the one and only. Some call him China Mike, but he is Mr. Michael Foy. Mike, thanks for taking some time out and being with us today.
Almost, and take the time out of your schedule to reach out to me. It's a pleasure to be on the show.
I'm not surprised that you mobile because
Yeah,
you
I'm Great
always
Park, so
working.
y'all can have my phone attention.
you,
Don't
you are
worry.
always working, always on the go. Man, thank you so much for joining us, man. I'm excited to be able to have you on with us today. Tell us a little bit about the Emil Wall Foundation, and a little bit about yourself.
Sure. The Emily Wall Foundation is in honor of my mom who passed away May 10th, 2019. Prior to that, I've been doing community work for years. I'm famous for doing a back to school block party where we were giving away over 1,000 book bags stocked with school supplies for kids to go back to school. Adding the clothing inside the bags and shoes as well as also additional resources for the children and I'm talking about from Head Start kids all the way up to college. It did not matter who you were. If you needed something, you come right here to Florence Avenue and we would take care of you. A little bit about me. I own CM Auto Detail. I own CM Auto Detail, which also has a carpet cleaning division. Also, we do like siding, houses cleaning, and also, like I said, we do take care of the Emily Wall Foundation as well as I'm the executive director of that.
Man, that's awesome, awesome. You kind of centralized and focused your work into 1-5, but I know you citywide. Talk to us about your love and your passion for that particular community.
Well, I grew up on Florence Avenue, so that is my home. I own property on that block, where we're going to potentially put a community center there within the next 2 years. That's home to me. So I'm going to revitalize that neighborhood, which I've been doing over the past few years, keeping it clean, keeping it drug free, and like I said, putting a community center there that can service the community because that's what it's about.
Man, that's awesome that you would even mention that because we know that Baltimore is in a space right now as it pertains to violence and crime where we have to have an all hands on deck mentality. And the reality that you are taking the work that you're doing and making sure that you have an impact on public safety. Talk to us a little bit about that more in detail.
Well, the impact that we got to have on public safety, people don't realize, and I was just telling somebody the other day, we're giving out anywhere between 5,000 to 8,000 pounds of food a week. And that's serving from 400 families all the way up to 700 to 800 families a week. So just imagine the people that are getting food that are not robbing somebody, that's not stealing from stores. Crime is down in the Northwest District, because of that. Just think about if we're taking food from people, they got to do other things to go get it. But now we're putting food in people's mouths free of charge. Crime is down. There are no shootings in that immediate area, and it's spreading around. But being active and being able to be in that community and talk to people and say, "Hey, look, this not gonna happen today," and that's
Yeah.
the impact that we have on that community.
I love being able myself to be an influencer in the community that reared and raised me and on the
Yeah,
give back tip because I took away from that community as well.
understood.
Yeah. So when we talk about the Emily Wall Foundation and this big food giveaway that you guys do, I'm not sure if we're able to queue up the flyer, but I know that you guys have been doing this for a long time. I see the how y'all get them overhead pictures, man. Y'all got helicopter flying around out here. Son. I
Nah, that's
said,
that's
man,
courtesy.
I say, Mike just took it to another level.
That's courtesy of our community partner, Focus Movers, Kermit Folks. He has a drone that he brings over and flies over, and you can really get a bird eye view of how many people we are serving. I mean, the
Man,
line wraps around the corner, around the block, and I'm talking about you're talking 400 people in line.
we lost your audio, Mike. I don't know if you muted yourself. We lost your audio, Mike. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, we got a technical difficulty with Mike. But yeah, Kermit folks, another powerful brother. A fleet of trucks doing great work in Baltimore. He's the guy that when we're putting some of this community stuff together and we need to be able to transport large amounts of food, bottles of water, and all of this kind of stuff to be able to serve. He sends his trucks, he sends his staff, he's even out there helping haul packages. These are brothers in Baltimore that are like me, Baltimore born, Baltimore bred, but serves Baltimore because we love her. And Kermit is an amazing guy. You see it on the screen, the Emily Wall Foundation. It's every Saturday, but this one is going to be Saturday, February the 26th, 2022, from 12 to 1 p.m. And listen, y'all, the word is out on this. Y'all say 5 to 8,000 pounds of food in an hour. You better get there on time. The line be around the corner, and once it start moving, the stuff be gone. You should bring your own bag, your own box, your own little roller cart, anything that you need to be able to transport the food to where you're going. All right. On average, guests receive about 30 pounds of food at each giveaway. The boxes that they have are not guaranteed, and you are responsible to be able to have a way to transport your food. So come prepared to be able to move the food to where you need it to go. That Florence Avenue community, I can testify personally from my own experience up there that it is moving and doing a lot better. I see up in the corner, they got my man Funnel Cake King on here. I don't know if he's going to be out there doing his thing. Another brother, listen, this brother, we might need to get him on here. I watched him come home from prison and tell me all of the things that he had planned to do and literally has established, grown his business, got married, have a family, and doing great work. Y'all know him as the Funnel Cake King. And I seen them from day one when all of these things was ideas. They're in partnership also with the Baltimore City Health Department, Civic Works, Wildly Waste Services, Focus Movers, and I'm not sure about the K, but we're gonna make sure we shout them out. If you need more information, call 443-990-1343. Again, that's 443-990-1343. Make sure that you share this information with anybody that may need it. I'm going to post it on my Facebook page. It'll be posted, if it's not already, on the Baltimore City Mayor's Office of Employment Development page. Make sure that you share this information, y'all. We want people who are in need to be able to have those needs met. We got Mike back.
Hmm.
Mike, I was just sitting here saying,
Yeah.
man, how Kermit, he got the trucks and how the trucks are always there if we need them, if we doing something, need to move something, man, how he's an awesome brother. It really takes that because it takes teamwork to make our dream for Baltimore work.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Kermit is an intricate part, vital part of what we're doing in Baltimore. So is the Funnel Cake King. So is Civic Works, Wildy Way Services, who cleans up the trash. So is Keys and Powers, which the K is for, Brother
Okay, my
Mujahid from Keys
man.
and
Yeah,
Powers.
that's my guy. I need to
Yeah.
call him.
So they provide the pizza every week that we do it. They bring pizzas for everybody that's aligned. So that is what the partnership is. Everybody bringing a little bit to the table so we can bring all these resources, and especially the health department, man. They bring masks, they bring Narcan they do Narcan training on site. We're going to have St. Vincent de Paul with their Head Start on site this weekend. We have a lot of resources, and they continue to funnel in. As you know, as it's going to get warm, more people will want to be a part. And you know what? We're going to open our arms to people that want to be a part of something great.
Yeah, because that's the other side of this. If you're not a person that can benefit from the giveaway, all hands on deck. We always can use
Uh-huh.
the volunteers, the donations. How can somebody donate to Emily Wall Foundation?
So if you want to donate to the Emily Wall Foundation, you go right on to our website, www.emilywallfoundation.org, and click donate and send your donation. You can also, I will send out QR code. We'll put it on our page today. You can scan the QR code and donate. You can come right here on site on Saturday. If you want to donate cash, come and drop your cash and donate. So there are so many ways to donate. Just show up. If you need food, show up. I promise you, we have everything from meats to vegetables right on site.
As y'all hear that, if you need food, show up. If you want to provide a good service to the community, listen, I tell everybody getting built to establish a program. Don't sit around waiting for funding and all of that. Go get your hands dirty, roll your sleeves up, and work with somebody who's already doing the work.
Mhm.
I see one of my great co-workers on here from the Youth Opportunity Center, Stan Smith. And Stan Smith, that's your guy, Dwayne Bimbo, the funnel cake
Yeah,
king. My
yeah.
guy, that's your guy.
And he'll
You
be
know
on
what I
site
mean?
this weekend. He'll
Yeah,
be. I'm.
and listen,
I'm going to see. He'll be on site this weekend.
I was telling them
Just
how
know
when
he'll be there.
Dwayne, I was telling them how when Dwayne came home, Dwayne literally sat at my desk and told me all of this different stuff that he had planned to do,
Hmm.
and it's a blessing to be able to
And did,
watch it all come to
watch
fruition.
him do it. Yeah,
He just listen. This
yeah.
man came home from prison, put his head down,
I
started
remember.
moving, and has not looked back. Married his beautiful wife Gabrielle. Their family is growing. Awesome, awesome, awesome guy. And he's going to be there this weekend. Make sure you go up to what is it, 5240? What's the address?
No, 5218, 52, 5218 Florence Avenue. So it's 5218. We got 5220. We got 5216 and 5221. So you put in any of those addresses, you're going to see it. All of them belong
It's
to
going to
us.
bring you right there. It's going to bring you right there. And
Right
again,
there.
if a person wants
Absolutely.
to make a donation to Emily Wall Foundation, tell them how to do it one more time.
EmilyWallFoundation.org. You can go down Instagram, our Facebook, and you click donate, and we'll get your donation.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I gotta say one more time, this is my guy. I'm excited to be able to sit here and have this conversation with him. What would you say in closing to the people on here, man? Whatever it is that's on your heart to share, you got the mic.
Nah, man. I just want to thank Baltimore, period. The residents of Baltimore for y'all continued support, y'all continued love, y'all donations, and everything that y'all are striving to do. to allow us to be able to serve Baltimore. We are here to service the community in any way possible. Right now, the need is food, so we are doing food distribution weekly until we stop doing it. And right now, there is no end date for it. So we have committed. We are committed. We're going to keep committing to whatever the needs of our city is.
Thank you so much to all of the great work that's happening. The Emily Wall Foundation, Mujahid, my guy, Dwayne Bimbo, my guy, Kermit Folks, my guy, and my guy, Michael Foy, China Mike to me. Thank y'all so much, man, for
So
lifting up the community.
thank you.
It takes the generals in that neighborhood. It takes some of us at times who have taken away to come back, regulate, and set the order. I know in my neighborhood, we're celebrating 10 months, fastly approaching 11 months that we have not had a shooting in the Po Holmes community. And I've literally been on the phone making sure that I talk to the people necessary to help keep peace. It's not the police, y'all. It's not the state's attorney's office. It's the guys in these communities who have the respect of the community, and
Hmm.
we need so much more of it. Thank y'all for laying the blueprint. The collaboration is beautiful. I don't know yet, but I got something happening Saturday. I gotta facilitate this dialogue. I think it's at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
If it's at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna pop up there on y'all, man. To support you.
Please
Thank you
pull
for
up.
all the great work that you're doing, man. It's been a while since we crossed paths, but the weather breaking, so I already know how we do.
We know what's about to happen. We
The
know what's about
weather
to happen.
breaking,
We know
and
I
it's
had.
about to be on and
Yeah.
popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 We ain't
It's
talking
about to
about
happen. But
partying
if you're
either,
able to
y'all.
come
We
up,
talking about this good work we do.
yeah. So I definitely, if can, we'll see you on Saturday. If not, we'll be back to Thursday next week.
All right, all right, all right. Y'all hit Baltimore. Make sure that you take every opportunity you can to invest in great work that's being done in our city, such as what's happening with the Emily Wall Foundation. I want to thank everybody that tuned in today to make the show another great episode. I want to thank, as always, my great producer for the great work that she does, everything from booking the show to making sure that she keeps everything flashing on and off the screen so I don't have to do anything but sit here and talk. Miss Katanya Lester, you are amazing. Would not want to do this without you. The CIAA is here, y'all, from the 22nd till this Saturday, the 26th. Make sure that you get down there taking some games, support our historically black colleges and universities, support Baltimore because this is a major economic driver for Baltimore. It's also one of those spaces where networking and things of that nature are going to connect the dots for resources and services here in Baltimore. So make sure you make some time to get to support it, whether it's the step show, whether it's one of the games, the resource fair, whatever it is, just make sure that you jump out there. One last time, make sure that you get to either the Northwest Career Center, where our focus is reentry services. We serve all Baltimore City residents, but we focus on reentry services. Make sure that you get to the Westside Youth Opportunity Center if you're an 18 to 24-year-old Baltimore City resident looking for employment. Make sure you get to the Employment Connection Center, the South Baltimore Employment Connection Center, which is located at 1410 Bush Street. If you're looking for opportunities and you in that South Baltimore area, or you're looking to get an opportunity with an employer in that area, we got our 3 community job hubs, and it's expanding. I believe we're about to get 2 or 3 more, but right now we're at My Brother's Keeper, located on Frederick Avenue. We at Bon Secours, which is on Fulton Avenue. We're also at in the Govans community, over on York Road. Our premier American Job Center over at the East Side Career Center, which is located on East Madison Avenue. And again, by referral only, the Workforce Reception Center, which is located at 101 West 23rd Street. Thank y'all for joining us today. It's been a great show. I want to shout out and thank again Mr. Michael Foy and the Emily Wall Foundation. I want to shout out and thank again my little co-host is over here. I want to shout out and thank again Miss Valerie Matthews for the great contribution that Catherine's Family Services, um, Catherine's Family and Youth Services is making to our community. And we also want to make sure that we shout out Mr. Steve Handy and M4 Security for the great work that they're doing, changing the game on how security works. We always say it here in closing, but I'm going to say it again. If you're looking for a great opportunity, the Mayor's Office of Employment Development is looking for you. We have great partnerships. We're doing great work with a focus on economic justice. Our goal is to make sure that we build a workforce system that really works. Thank you for joining the Employee Baltimore show today. See you next time.